Kari, there's been no independent corroboration that there was anything fraudulent about this election. In fact, it's pretty clear that you lost to Katie Hobbs, your rival, 50.3% to 49.6%. And as with Donald Trump, when I said to him, where's the hard evidence? He went down all sorts of rabbit holes, but he couldn't produce hard evidence.
There's a ton of... Piers, there's a mountain of hard evidence, and when we presented it in our trial, the other side didn't even dispute the evidence. They didn't. They had
but not that the election result was fraudulent,
with zero chain of custody.
What's up, everybody? Major retired Richard Ojeda here, and Piers Morgan took a flying jump in the lake on a recent episode of Piers Morgan Uncensored. Morgan, who's known for not pulling punches, went toe-to-toe with Kari Lake over her claims of election fraud. Lake looked like a bottle of mustard in an interview, and she stuck to her delusional claims about winning the Arizona election.
Yes, well, we can't continue to run elections this way, and we know that we won, and we're going to continue to fight this in a court of law. And it's really rich that you're sitting across the pond acting like you know what happened on Election Day. It's okay that you are not comfortable with me fighting this election and fighting for election integrity.
No,
it's
I don't
okay.
mind you.
I can live with myself knowing that Piers Morgan...
Let me clarify. I don't mind your fighting spirit. I don't mind it in Donald Trump. I've known him a long time.
I have every right to fight this election.
Absolutely,
this is an election
right.
contest.
But there does come a point, both for
and
you
I'm doing this for the people of Arizona.
Kari, there does come a point when, for the future of democracy, you and Donald Trump have to accept at some point you lost an election. Otherwise, the entire system collapses. If your simple response to losing is always, we didn't lose, we won, then democracy dies.
When squeezed by Morgan, Lake spewed the same weak talking points that she's been repeating since she lost the governor's race to Katie Hobbs. Lake claims that faulty voting machines were to blame and that these machines were in Republican strongholds.
I'm fighting for the people of Arizona, and I don't mean any offense to you, but I frankly don't give a damn what you think about it. I'm fighting for the people of Arizona.
Let's not forget that Fox is facing a $1.6 billion defamation lawsuit from Dominion Voting Systems. Dominion sued Fox for airing false accusations that it helped cheat Donald Trump out of winning the 2020 presidential election. Maybe Crying Kari will get some of that karma. We certainly hope so.
Listen, Kari, all I know...
Machines that are jamming have 4-hour lines.
Kari,
is
all
that
I know,
okay?
albeit from my...
Is that okay?
All I know from my lofty place here in London, and I admit I wasn't in Arizona, all I know is that all the official fact-checking entities that have looked into all the claims do not conclude that you did anything other than lose that election.
Come on. Piers, did you just fall off the turnip truck? We know about the fact checkers, and we've seen them. This has all been revealed. Half of them are leftists working for Facebook. Let's be real, okay?
Okay,
the
let me ask you one final point on that.
What do they know? And what do they know about our election?
At what point would you accept that you've lost?
Well, do you think that we have a right to move this through the court system? I think we do. I know that we do. We have the right.
Well, you certainly have a legal right to do it. You've got a legal right to do it. But my point is, at what point...
Indeed.
Is there any
the people
point
are
that you...
expecting me to.
You've got a right to do it. Is there any point where you would accept that you lost?
We are taking it to the Supreme Court.
Morgan told that he respected her determination. There does come a point when the future of democracy, you and Donald Trump have to accept at some point you lost an election. Otherwise, the entire system collapses. Valid argument, right? It would certainly seem to be a credible point, but Lake was having none of it. With her face appearing caked like a biscuit with makeup and the mustard color of her dress, Kari Lake actually had the nerve to ask Piers Morgan if he just fell off of a turnip truck. No legitimate answers from her, just deflection. It was at that point that Piers Morgan slammed Lake with the facts. All I know, he said, is all the official fact-checking entities that have looked into all of the claims do not conclude that you did anything other than lose the election. He's right, Kari. You conveniently forgot to tell Piers Morgan that. You told your supporters to deliver their ballots on Election Day. You stoked fears about mail-in ballots and peddled misinformation to the people of Arizona. In the end, your voters listened to you and did what you said. That caused long lines and frustration. It's nobody's fault but your own. You lost fair and square, and your false accusations about the voting machines should earn you a place in the jail cell, and that's a fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.